In this video, it is day 2, Winery 2, or number 6 in our sequence of Paso Robles wineries. We went to Austin Hope for the Hope family wines. Our tasting host, Marcy, was lovely, but we were outside and it was hot. So she wrangled us a table inside where we could enjoy our tasting in the peace and comfort of air conditioning.
Yeah, it was a very cool winery. The room inside was nice, and the history behind the winery was awesome as well.
During this series, you can journey with us. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to Austin Hope. I'm your server, Joe. Today, you're trying a white wine.
It's very light.
It's very light. After this, we'll probably give you something along the red varietal.
The wine tastes like...
Those are the vineyards. And that's what makes the wine have a nice day. Bye.
It's not like that rosé pink that you're used to. Just a real crisp, a little bit on the dry side, very clean rosé there for you. So get a little strawberry, get a little bit of watermelon in there on the back end, but dry and light. So perfect on a day like today.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been a dangerous thing if you just had the whole bottle.
I know. Porch pounder is what they call that.
I was trying not to say that, but
you could say it if you uses that. Yeah, exactly. I've heard it all. Yeah. That's right. Awesome, you guys. Hello, everybody. So moving on to the 2018 Grenache here for you. Very light, elegant, perfumey wine. It's going to be the lightest of the red wines that you guys have today. About 13 acres of this, all estate grown. So where you guys were sitting, if you look straight out there, those are all of our Grenache. So everything as far as you can see on the west side, all of our Grenache grapes, about 6 different clones on this one. Very much a Thanksgiving, excuse my reach, thanks.
I can
wine.
A little turkey going on.
Right, lots of little savory, herbaceous right on the
Smell
front
it,
end.
you pouring.
Yep, and then as it travels through that mid palate, you get a little bit of that baking spice, and then just kind of finishes off with a light tartness of sorts and cranberry. Yep, washes the cranberry down. Thanksgiving in a bottle for you.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so one of my favorites here, but like, I mean, I'll say that every time I pour a wine here, so.
I know, it's hard to...
It is really
So
hard.
much easier to smell the wine now over my baking skin. So.
And you can hear me a little bit better from the sizzle that's going on up there as well.
There was some sizzle.
Right? No kidding. Also kind of a cool story on this label. So Austin has some fun stories on his Austin Hope label. This is when Austin and his wife Celeste went on their honeymoon in Thailand. They hung out with the elephants one day. what they do is there's a table in front of them, elephant's right across from you. There's a palette of paint, and then Celeste pointed at the color of paint that she wanted. Elephant picks up with its trunk the paintbrush, and then they paint based off of your hand motions. So she said she was just calmly talking to the elephant and then moving her hand in small circular motions, and you can see that reflecting in the paint.
So that's the elephant.
This is the final product of the elephant, right? Some people see like a little giraffe.
I
on the
totally
side,
see that,
right?
yeah.
I think the elephant totally meant to do that.
Yeah.
Little Bigfoot on that side.
Yeah, total monster monkey. Big
Yeah.
I feel like it's a really bad day when you know that an elephant has more talent than you do. I can't really even draw a stick figure, so I'm over it.
There's a little bit of a peacock there, like even though she's red, right? But or he would be
there
because
you
the
go.
feathers.
Yep, I see that.
Bunny. Yeah.
So you got there's a little Monet in there. Look at you. Perfect. That's
Elephant,
somebody
like-
asked me like, is that Monet? And I'm like, not unless it's the elephant's name. But plenty of people do not believe me when I tell them that this is painted by an elephant.
And I'm
but it
sorry because
truly
I
is.
missed that first. But where were they?
In Thailand on their honeymoon. Yeah.
Nice.
So I have a couple fun stories along the way. You guys have not been here before, so a little history. The Hopes, his parents moved here in 1978. They were farming grapes and apples. When grapes and wineries started to take off, Austin thought, well, maybe I need to think about some things. Go to school. So he went to Cal Poly and graduated in 1996 and then went over to France to study. When he got back, in the meantime, during the 80s, Austin's father was selling grapes to a gentleman named Chuck Wagner, who happens to own Camus Wineries up in Napa. So he said, why don't you go up and study under Chuck for a little while? And so he did. In that, as Austin expressed that he wanted to be a winemaker, Chuck Wagner said, why don't you buy Liberty School from me? See if that's what you really want to do.
Do you know what
Get your
year
feet
he
wet.
bought that?
I'm not sure, but I can find out for you. We didn't open the tasting room until 2002, so that gives you an idea
Okay.
between the time. After Liberty School, and he knew that that's what he wanted to do, Triana is where he really, his first wine that he ever made.
I've had
That's
that
his
before.
flagship. Yeah.
I can picture that label.
Those are going to be a little bit more easily to find. So it's a little more retail restaurants with Austin Hope. Mainly you need to get them here, otherwise, except for like the Cabernet at the Cabernet Reserve.
The cab, yeah, we've
had the restaurants.
in Arizona. There's a restaurant that has them. We love it.
That's why I'd say 9 out of 10 people come here.
How about-
the cab? So it's always my fun line when they're like, before I even say anything, they're like, we're here for the cab. I'm like, well, that's too bad. We're all out.
And their face.
It does, yes. It's kind of like sitting out in the heat. That's how they look. So that's always fun for me. But enjoy. I got you some more water. Enjoy the cool. And enjoy the Grenache, and then I'll be back with some of it. Are
And
you
if
guys?
you come back all the time, because if you want to visit us, like go to them, come back, go to them.
I'm
You can
just
do
gonna
that.
pull this chair out
And join us.
When those guys come in looking for me, I'm just gonna say, listen, I'm over at the
We'll order you a
community
cheese
table.
plate. I'll be
right there.
If you need some wine, come on over.
God.
I'll be sitting down pouring it for you.
Exactly.
So, all right, you guys, enjoy.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.